Good morning, everyone. It is time to get ready for my my review. I don't know how many people were reading, but I noticed that there was definitely some more people involved this month, which is fantastic. I love you guys reading and listening and all of that fun stuff. So I need to do my nails. They're bad. Like I pulled off everything there. So, drinking my coffee this morning, and I was thinking about how much stuff I have going on and feeling a little overwhelmed, but that's okay. I got to take one thing at a time. So I'm going to talk about the book club stuff first, and then I'm going to share my goals that I had at the beginning of the year and just kind of give you an overview of where I'm at. I don't know if you guys mind, but yeah, because my goals are not just to saving challenges, it's to everything. Sorry, my voice is a little raspy. I haven't had quite enough water and coffee this morning. I have had my medicine, so that's good. Okay, so we are reading Ghost Camera. And guys, this one I had no idea was more than one story. So the first 8 chapters is the Ghost Camera story. So it's a short story. And then it follows by several other short stories that Darcy Coates did. And my understanding is this was like the first real launch for Darcy. So even though she redid the book a little bit and made it into a new book that came out, this was like her first book that she was writing. Or the first, maybe not the first book, but I think the first one that got published, and then it, I don't know, something to do with how she basically rewrote some of the things and critiqued it herself, which I think we can be our worst critics at times. I don't know. For me, I feel like I'm definitely my worst critic a lot of time. And one thing I have noticed is I'll be sitting here doing a video and think in my mind, oh my gosh, why did I say that? Or, oh my gosh, why did I do that? And then I watch it and it's not bad at all. I'm like, what was wrong with me? And, you know, that kind of like leads into your self-doubt, right? Like people who constantly think, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Or you're panicking in your mind, but people aren't seeing it, because when you do something, it's really neat to watch yourself like go through that, knowing that, oh my gosh, I was in a panic moment at that time, but you know what? It didn't even seem like that. And I know in Toastmasters, I have a speech coming up in October for that, but I will do a speech and I will think that I was so nervous and all these things, and they're like, what? You didn't seem like you were nervous. No, I was petrified, and this was going on in my brain. And they're like, yeah, you would have never known. So yeah, so it's really nice to kind of see a different view of you by doing a video. And I thought about that, and I thought maybe I should practice my speech in front of the video so I can watch it back and see how I was, and kind of like, I know they say to do that, but you don't really think about doing that because you're like, I'm not going to do that. That's weird. But now we are doing hand videos. My husband calls it hand magic videos. So yeah. Okay. And talking to myself, but really I'm talking to you. So back to the book and getting ready for this review, I was trying to think of, these are not your normal questions, right? It's not about who's your favorite character in the book and all that, because there's so many of them. So I'd like to know, as far as the Ghost Camera book, what did you think of the characters in that? How do you think that they handled things? And would you have done something different in that book? Just curious. And then going into the little short stories, do you have a favorite? Did you have one that you didn't like so much? Did you like the longer short stories compared to those short ones that she did? Yeah. So, and I will tell you, I did listen to this month because I had already bought it on Audible. So I wasn't going to pay to get the book or pay to get it on my Kindle, or well, my husband's Kindle, on the Kindle, because it wouldn't have been worth it. Well, I mean, it would be worth it. I'd be giving her more money, but I already had it. So I did listen to it this month. So it was a little bit different probably for anyone who read it, because, you know, I know how long it's going to take for the book to go through based on how they read. It's, oh, this is going to be an hour long and this is going to be 20 minutes long. So maybe you're not realizing that with the chapter. So I'm sorry if you don't. That may not make sense to you. But some of those stories were longer than others. You know, you had the one about the airplane. You had the one, and then my brain is, of course, going to go blank when I'm talking about it. You had the airplane one. See, and I can't even think of what the other ones were about. But yeah, you've read it, you know. So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please send any of your reviews to my my email account that's listed below. Do not put it in the comments, because I want to make sure that we don't have any spoiler alerts when it comes to getting getting to the final review. But I would love to share your points of view and comments in my review. So please feel free to send them over. Also, if you have any recommendation of books, I'd love to hear those as well. Excuse me. Let me get some water. I do have some recommendations that I will share with you guys on some other videos, but yeah. Okay, so that has to do with the book stuff. Let's talk about goals. And guys, I have a new launch coming out, and these are going to be in my launch. They're called tabs, and I've made them, and I'm going to be selling them on Etsy. They're super cute. I got a whole bunch of designs. There's like 20 some designs, and they're fantastic, and I love them, and I'm using them on everything. Honestly, I know my video is going to come out on my launch here soon, but look, I mean, look at these. These are fantastic. And I didn't even have to laminate them. I just used a cardstock and this amazing adhesive sticker stuff. And it's, I mean, it sticks. Like, you better be ready to put it down a certain way. Like, I was a little off on this one. I was good on this one. This one wasn't too bad. This one was really not too bad. But yeah, I did much better on those. But they're fantastic, and once they stick, that's it. They're stuck. All right, so these are my goals for 2025. My big word of the year was intentional, and I did write a letter to myself that I'm going to do at the end of the year, and that was a suggestion from Liz and Les. Liz had said, write yourself a letter and then kind of see, like, tell them what you're trying to accomplish, and then tell yourself, and then read it and see if that, you know, is what you did at the end of the year, which I love. Sorry, guys. Oh. So, here are some of the things that I wanted to do. So, these are some of the things that I wanted to work on. So, start a book club. I did. So, that's fantastic. I'm so excited. I love it. I feel like it's doing better and better every book. It's great. See a ballet or theater show. I have not done that yet, and I probably won't this year, so I may not meet that goal. Open a small shop, which I did. My Etsy shop is now open. Hobbies at home. Oh, I got all kinds of hobbies now. Less concert to make room for other things. I did do that. Usually I'm at a concert every month. I've cut back. Learn to do embroidery. I have the kits. I just haven't started. Excuse me. All right. So these are all the categories like I wanted to like think about. So I've got health and my husband and my cats and my work and my garden and my home, my adult children, finances. And I just kind of wrote some words of encouragement around here. You know, work consistently. Do not spread yourself too thin. Don't give up. You can do this. You are loved. You do not need to do everything. Support others. Love yourself. So, hold on, please. Sometimes that medication gets me into a coughing fit. I don't know why. I have no clue, but it's not great. Anyway, so financially, I wanted to start a debt journey. I have. Better manage and budget of paychecks. I have. Focus to pay debt down. I have some focus. It is focused, though. Track progress and be accountable. Celebrate the small wins. So those are things that I wanted to accomplish. Financially, other goals is to get my son to get the car in his name and on his own insurance. I have taken him off the insurance at this point, and he has not put the car in his name, so we still need to work on that. He works out of the state all the time, so I think he has somebody trying to get that done for him. Get taxes straightened out. We fixed that, but now my husband's job is going to end, so that's not going to matter anyway. Save for a refrigerator. Yeah, we're going to have to replace the refrigerator to sell the house, so I need to go find me a really, really, really nice used or scratch and dent that doesn't look scratched and dent. Set up identity theft account. I have done that. You know, date more. I don't think me and my husband have been dating more. I feel like it's the same thing. We haven't done too much. We only took a trip to go look at houses, and we haven't done much of putt-putt and disc golf and movies, and I put bocce ball, antiquing, fishing, some stuff like that. Speaking of bocce ball, maybe that's something me and my husband can go do this weekend. We are going on a trip for our anniversary in September to visit his dad, and we're going to be on the lake, so that's going to be very nice. We're going to stay the night at his dad and stepmom's lake house, and then we're going to go visit his sister and all the grandbabies, which I'm so excited to see, Kay and Key. And then I'm hoping we can plan to do some other things while we're out there. I would really like to, I don't know, just enjoy some time together. So I made him take a day off, and he does not like to do that. But he'll be okay. Home and garden. So working on decluttering. We are working on that. We've got some stuff done. I did declutter one room. I just need to pack it up now. Hire a house cleaner. We did do that. We had someone come clean the house, get the cats under control. And, you know, she's done at this point. I'm going to hire, she's just like a normal house cleaner. But I want to hire like a professional house cleaner when we're getting ready to put the house on the market, so they can get every nook and cranny, because they will make it look ready to go. Get a good routine for laundry. That has not happened. Hang the birdhouses. There's no point we're moving. We didn't know we were moving at the beginning of this year. Get a new sign at the driveway. That's not going to happen. Same reason. Get organized for harvest. My husband just went and got a whole bunch of tomatoes. We're going to make, instead of canning, we are going to make crushed and diced tomatoes this week and just freeze them. And then help hubby plant. I did not do that because I don't like bugs. I don't like being in the garden. Okay, so health-wise, mental health, take meds every day. That's been working. Find a different dentist. Have not found a different dentist. I did not like the one that I had, and I was paying them out of pocket instead of with my insurance, because my insurance barely covered anything. I'm just not feeling them. But I haven't found a new one yet. No fast food, better food choices, working on that. Get exercise, not really happening. But eventually I will get there. I'm focused on eating better first. Family and cats. So get the cat fix. So I have one more cat to get fixed, and that's Moxie. And I haven't done it yet, and I really do need to do that. Play with the cats more to ensure that they are not bored. Yeah, I would say that that's gotten better. Go see my sissy in New York. I did go see her. She moved to Jersey. I went to my niece's sweet 16, so I did get to see my family, so it was very nice to see everybody. Treat the boys as men, and what I mean by that is I have adult boys, and sometimes I look at them and like they're my babies, and I gotta stop doing that and treat them as men. And then my daughter, she does so much for me. I've pushed her, not away, but like, hey, I got this. I can do this, because she wants to mother me. And I feel like she wants to mother me because I'm not doing well. So, you know, that for me is where I'm accountable and what I can change. So that's what I've been doing. Okay, work, intent, success, ownership, one team. So I'm being more accountable, which I'm always accountable. Motivate and support, which I have. Work with speed, grow talent. Be positive, work with intention. Do not have to do everything. Only control what I can. I've done really good at this. I have a new person who is another me. I have not had someone who does the same thing that I do since 2017. And it is very interesting, because now I have somebody that I can be compared to. And how I'm dealing with that is I feel like she knows a lot of things more than me. And then I know a lot of things more than her. But the technical part of my job, she's better at. Where I am really good at the organizing, the process, that kind of stuff. And she's like on it. She wants to do good. Like we hired her internally. We knew she had a great work ethic. She had some skills that were not being utilized that I saw, and I had her kind of start helping me. And when we had a position open, I was like, you need to go and apply. And I'm so glad we hired her. She's fantastic. She's going to be better than me. She's smarter than me. She's younger than me. I'm not trying to put myself down at all. I feel like I'm a really good worker. I am very focused on work. I'm a workaholic, honestly. I've had to cut myself back because I would work all day. This is why I need hobbies. But she's fantastic, and I love her. And I think she's going to be great. And if if a position comes up and I don't move up and she moves up instead, I'm going to be happy for her, because she's going to deserve it. She's fantastic. So I just want to keep helping her grow as, because there's some management type, like she has it in her, but she's got to remember she owns it. Like, own it. Girl, you own it. You the boss. So, I want to build her confidence and, in what she's doing. And I know she's just learning, so this is why it's taken her some time, but I absolutely think she is a great fit. And if she becomes my supervisor, I will not complain. So that's where I'm at. I'm very happy with, my work. I'm happy with how I'm doing at work. Mostly. I will say that she actually drives me to be better, because she is on it. Like, when somebody asks her a question, she's written it down, got off the phone, researched it all, and ready to go. I remember when I used to be like that. Then I got too busy and wasn't able to do all of that. And now that I'm caught up because she's there, I feel like I can be like that again. But she pushes me, and that's what I need in a coworker. Somebody who can help also push me and not have me being the one that everybody leans on, because that's what I have been since 2017. I'm so glad I have a second me. And it's so funny because we hired her for a different position, and my old boss had said, we're going to hire another Greta. And I'm like, that's awesome. Like, please. I hope she, you know, can do everything that I was doing when I was doing, you know, she was only doing one job of what I was doing. Now they have 2 people doing that same job, where I was doing 4 different jobs, and now we have a person every once. We've hired 5 people to do what I was doing in that position. So, and we haven't ramped up that much. I was at that same level by myself for a while, and I'm not saying that I was better, because I don't like having all that work, because then you can't do your job effectively when you have all of that on you. You just have to prioritize and do what you can and get by. I don't like working like that. I never did. So it's really nice to have this fantastic team that we can all work together, and we can do, I am about doing the job right. And that's my main focus, is I want it done properly. I want it to be actual. I don't want to do something sloppy because we're not being accurate and doing it the best we possibly can do. We're doing it at the best we can possibly get because we're so overwhelmed. I don't like that. So now we're at the point where we can actually do our job to the best of our ability, which is how it should be. And I'm loving that. I am loving it. Other than that, I don't think I can show you anything else, because there's private information on those. So sorry about my coughing in this video. But that's where I am with goals and goal setting and things like that. I hope everybody who stayed enjoyed this. If you did stay to review my goals with me, hit #goals. I'd like to know if you stayed and were interested in this, because maybe I could do this monthly. All right, guys. Have a great day. Bye.